Hi, welcome back to Glow with Shelly. I am going to talk to you about chemical peels today, why you should be doing them. If you're not doing them, you should be doing them, why you should be doing them, and some of my favorite chemical peels that I use at home and how often I use them. So let's get into it. Remember, this channel is all about glowing up, transformative skincare, flawless makeup, and a lifestyle to match. If that resonates with you, hit subscribe. Don't forget to ring the notification bell. I want you to know when I post future videos. So let's talk chemical peels. I shared a video about my calendar, and on that video, I talked about the different treatments that I do each week. And I told you guys that I do chemical peels twice a week. And I showed my calendar, and if you look on my calendar, it'll show you that the day before I do cosmetic needling, I do chemical peels. And if you are over the age of 40 and you're not doing some kind of at-home chemical peel, like some at-home resurfacing, you need to be thinking about doing that today, because there are so many benefits to chemical peels, and I'm talking light to medium peels. These are not the kind that you would get in office. If you're going to get a stronger chemical peel, you're not going to want to do that twice a week. That's going to be like a once a month kind of thing. You're going to give yourself plenty of time to heal and plenty of time to recover for that before introducing any other actives into your skin. So these are not on the same level at all. These are just your at-home, get rid of surface dead skin cells, get rid of dry, rough skin, like even out the texture and tone of your skin. That's these kinds of peels. So these are super light peels, light to medium at-home peels. And these are not anything that, is going to give you any downtime. So there's no downtime with any of these peels. It's important to do regular exfoliation. And the form of exfoliation that I choose to use is 2 times a week I do a chemical peel. And I love it. So the reason why you want to do a chemical peel is it helps improve fine lines and wrinkles, tone and texture. It helps improve hyperpigmentation. It helps reduce pore size. It helps get rid of scarring. It helps improve the absorption of skincare. And it helps boost collagen production as you continue to do it. So one of the things about us as we age is our skin gets slower at turning over. So it's not extremely good at getting rid of dead skin and regenerating new skin. So one of the things that chemical peels do is they help promote healthy skin turnover, healthy skin regeneration, and cellular turnover. And in promoting that cellular turnover over time, as you continue to do, a regular, twice weekly exfoliation, you're going to see not only brighter skin and, better tone and texture to your skin, lighter wrinkling, but a lot of those benefits are because you're going to see a lot faster cellular turnover. So it helps speed up the rate at which your body turns over those cells and creates new ones, which in turn ramps up your collagen production. So I incorporate these twice weekly into my skincare routine, and I've been doing them for quite a while. I've always done a regular peel. Years ago, I did them probably like monthly. Then I started incorporating them weekly, and then I kind of moved up to bi-weekly. So it took a little bit of time for me to work up my skin to where I could really get in, do it twice a week without having any skin barrier issues. So just be aware that I would probably start out with once a week and then increase to twice a week. Some people do it 3 times a week. I have a really oily skin and thicker skin, which is, I would consider probably the least sensitive type of skin. I don't really ever get a lot of barrier damage to my skin. I only do it twice a week. So keep that in mind. I think twice a week is pretty ideal. You're sloughing off the dead skin cells, which that's what you want to do. You're increasing, collagen production, and you're helping with cellular turnover, but you're not stripping your skin. So you want to be careful you have to have that fine balance, because you don't want to strip your skin, right? You want to keep your skin barrier intact. So it's better to start off lighter and then slowly increase. So I have 4 peels with me today. that are some of my favorite peels. I get asked this question a lot. What kinds of peels do you use? So one of my favorite products, and one that I use occasionally, this is not my top product. I don't use this every single week, but I have used it and I really like it. And it's the Alpha Beta Universal Daily Peel by Dr. Dennis Gross. And this actually contains 5 types of AHAs and a BHA. So, and I, well, 4 AHAs and a BHA. So it contains glycolic acid, lactic acid, malic acid, citric acid, and salicylic acid. So this is going to help with the look of pores, fine lines, wrinkles. It's going to reduce pore size, it's going to even tone and texture, all of that. And it even says it on the outside of the package. And this actually did a really good peel, a nice surface peel. My skin felt really tight. It looked really smooth when I was done. So I know this works, but it doesn't take off too much. You can get this little one for $20 and it has 5 peels in it. What's the next peel I like? Another peel I love is the 15% glycolic acid number 7 resurfacing peel. This is completely glycolic acid, which is totally fine. Number 7 glycolic peel is pretty cheap. I think it's like 15 bucks, 20 bucks. And so this is a good economical peel and this is going to last you for a while. It's a good peel. It's just glycolic acid and I leave it on for about, I think 6 or 7 minutes. It's pretty fast. These peels are super fast, by the way. All these acids are small molecules, so no matter the formulation, they're gonna get into the skin and they're going to make changes to the skin. So you don't have to buy a super expensive mask like a Dr. Dennis Gross. You can buy a cheaper one like the number 7 or any other AHA BHA combination mask and peel, and you're not going to, it's going to do what it says it's going to do. You're not going to have that same problem that you have with other skincare products because glycolic acid, the way it's formulated, it just goes into the skin and it does fluff off those dead skin cells. The cheaper masks do it and the more expensive ones. So keep that in mind. One of my favorites that I use almost every week, as long as my skin's okay, because this one's a little bit stronger than some of the other peels. I use it one time only each week. And that is the Ordinary's AHA 30%, BHA 2%. This contains glycolic and lactic acids, and it contains salicylic acid in the form of BHA. So it's going to help with cleaning out your pores, just like the salicylic acid from the Dr. Gross mask. And it's going to also have the glycolic and lactic acid, so it's going to resurface the skin. It's going to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It's going to brighten the skin. It's going to slough off dead skin cells. It's going to even out tone and texture of the skin. And it's really going to smooth out the skin, period. This is a great little mask. I think this one is like $10 or $12. It's so cheap and one of my favorites. And it has that infamous red color. I always laugh and say that I am the lady who bathes in the blood. Anyway, there was a queen. She was, I believe, Transylvania. She was related to the, what's that guy's name? Dracula. She was related to Dracula. She was like his niece or something. Anyway, she bathed in blood because she thought it would keep her skin young. This is like that blood. And so this one's pretty cheap and I do use this once a week. It's kind of a strong peel. So if you are going to use this, once a week, I would either just stick to this once a week or I would add like a super light peel. With that, don't use anything super heavy for your second peel. So unfortunately, the last peel that I use has recently been discontinued and I've been using this one for a couple of years now, so I'm really sad. I tried to look up the price for you and I realized it was totally discontinued. And it's the Peter Thomas Roth Peptide 21 Amino Acid Exfoliating Peel Pads. I loved these. They contain, now this has lasted me forever. These usually last me like 6 months. So I don't know what I'm going to do when these are gone because I love them. They contain different kinds of acids, exfoliating phytic acid, salicylic acid, sodium lactate. They contain vitamin A and E, green tea, and a peptide building amino acid. These are really good. I loved this peel. It's a super light peel. Now I do know that Peter Thomas Roth has glycolic peeling pads on his website too. These retailed for $48 when they were available, or $36, I'm sorry, when they were available. They were a really good peel. Any kind of peeling pad though will work. And like I said, Peter Thomas Roth has peeling pads on there. on his website as well. They're like a glycolic acid peel. So that is what I do when I do a chemical peel. I use one of these chemical peels, and like I said, pretty much any kind of glycolic acid, lactic acid combination peel is going to work. Any kind of peeling pad thing, something like that, is going to work to get that surface layer off of your skin. And then when I'm done with my chemical peel, when I'm finished with my chemical peel, after my chemical peel, and I usually do it twice a week. I do it once on the weeknight and once on a weekend night. And then when I'm done with that, when I finish my peel, I put on a very soothing, hydrating mask to follow. And so I brought some of my masks, some of my favorite masks. As you can see, I've got a whole host of beautiful masks here. Dr. Hong's Beauty Lab, I love these masks. They're great. The Cream Shop makes really good masks. I like them a lot. Dr. Jart has some great masks. I have several of these. Maskology, which I love as well. They have the Wild Rose masks, are amazing. Patchology, I feel like, are some of my favorite masks. And so I have several of these. And then, of course, you guys know my Aceology obsession. And then I also love just like my Korean masks, and I have some brands here. These are ones that I've just kind of picked up here and there. And I showed some on my faves and fails as well. You might want to check that out because I have a couple of my favorite masks. But I usually I follow it with a mask, a hydrating mask. And then I do my regular skincare routine on top of that. And there you have it. So that is what I do when I am doing my chemical peel. So I do that a couple of days a week, and it really has helped with cellular turnover. I feel like it's not ever just one thing, it's a combination of things that you do for your skin. So please check out my treatment video, my monthly calendar video, because you can make real changes to your skin, but it does take having a plan and sticking to that plan. Remember, the only time you want to diverge from that is if you're experiencing barrier issues. Anytime you're experiencing any kind of sensitivity, you'll want to scale back and only use those basics like hyaluronic acid and an essence and a nice occlusive moisturizer. And I always say that because barrier issues are problematic, and I don't want you to ruin your skin, because if you let barrier issues go, it can actually cause more damage to your skin and not let you hold on to that good moisture that you need, because when your barrier is broken, you have a lot of transepidermal water loss, so you'll experience a lot of drying. Keep that in mind. Make sure to leave a comment in the comment box if you have tried a chemical peel that you really love that you want to suggest for me, and I will see you next time on Glow Up with Shelly.